Good morning and welcome back for another adventure here in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Got these stuff right there. Ow, ow, ow. None of it looks great. I think this is going to be a tough area to get through right here.
It's a beautiful day outside. It's brisk, about 45 degrees. The sun is coming up over the mountains right here, and we're headed up this creek for another adventure. We're gonna wander up here a little ways, see if we can find a cool spot to sit down and meditate for a little bit, be present out here in nature. I appreciate everybody being here. Here we go. Hopefully you're enjoying the journey. If this video brings value to your life, please subscribe for weekly adventures, like the video, and comment below. I'd love to hear from people. Get out there and explore.
I think this is going to be a tough area to get through right here. It just looks like debris and bushes and all sorts of stuff over here. You can see a couple logs and stuff have fallen over and blocked the creek on the backside right there. Not sure if this tree will be enough to get over. Otherwise, I might have to go up and over through that kind of sketchy stuff right there. So we'll just have to see what this looks like right here. I need to get over this stuff right here. Might be hard to tell in the video, but it's probably 10 feet off the ground right there. Very narrow log, maybe to get over there, or I might have to kind of go up and over here. None of it looks great, to be honest. There we go. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Getting down is going to be tricky, but because it's hard to tell. Here comes a rock into the water. There's so many cool little waterfalls in here. Let's even get in here real quick. Very slippery. Nature is amazing and resilient. Look at this tree. It looks like everything underneath this thing has just washed away, but the roots of this tree are just kind of at almost a 90-degree angle coming out of the ground right there. And then it is just a giant tree up here. I love it. Looks like a giant tree has fallen over here recently. This thing is enormous. I mean, it must be 100 feet long. Goes all the way up there in the woods. That's too bad. It's just a reminder that a lot of these areas are still very unstable, even though things have settled down a little bit out here. Things are just too bad. I gotta also try to figure out how to get through this. I really need to go through there, where there's a really awesome waterfall system right there, but not sure how we're gonna get through there at this point. All right, well, I walked to the end of the tree right here because I just wanted to see what it looks like. I said I'm a sucker for a good tree crossing. What can I say? I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. But I mean, look at the size of this thing. And again, this is very recently here. All right, let's go back down here. Man, my legs are on fire right now. Whatever that was, it's making me itch real bad. Alright. Look at the size of this tree right here. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, get off me. Oh, that hurt. I'm sorry, buddy. That's too bad. All right, let me see if I can get off of this thing. That's gonna be the next issue. And trying to jump. Very slippery. Got a little sunshine finally. What a really incredible spot back here in the forest. Really cool waterfall right here. Looks like there's even like a little seat almost in here if you wanted to sit down and relax. Maybe take a little woodland shower out here. Hard to tell on the video, but you know, obviously this is ground level here. But there's another tier here, another tier here, and another tier here. So there's at least 4 different tiers of waterfall that we're gonna try to make our way up. This area definitely looks like our meditation spot for today. I'm gonna go explore up this thing a little bit to see where we can sit down, but this is gonna be the spot today. All right, we made it up the first tier of this thing. We started down there by that little rock in the water. I'm about probably 15 to 20 feet higher than that at this point. Made it to kind of the next section right here. What a really spectacular area right here. Pretty incredible. So I got a big waterfall over there. Oh, there's a hummingbird. Hi. That was cool. We came up that waterfall right there into this area right here. Got another nice fall right here. Another here, a bigger one over there, another one coming up there. It also looks like that, you know, we're on level 2, if you will. Looks like there's a level 3, then a level 4, maybe even a level 5. Like I said, this is gonna be our meditation spot for today, but I'm gonna explore, as I do, a little bit further up here and just kind of see what we got going on.
Cool area.
All right, we made it to our meditation spot for today. What a cool area. I got a multi-tiered waterfall running up this valley right here. 1, 2, 3, and then another one over here. Pretty awesome spot. Also got a cool rock right here that we're gonna sit down on. Looks like there's almost a little seat on there. This channel is about exploration of ourselves and the outdoors. I love to get out here, navigate these creeks and rivers, work hard to find a cool spot to sit down and relax for a little bit, have a little meditation session. Today we're gonna do a 5-minute meditation. I'm gonna get all the camera and everything set up. I'm gonna get out here, kind of feel around for just a second, and then we'll do 5 minutes of meditation. Thank you everybody for joining me. Here we go. Thank you for joining me for another mindfulness and meditation session out here in the Blue Ridge Mountains. What a beautiful day to be outside. Everybody knows how YouTube works. Subscribe for more and come along for weekly adventures where I get out, explore creeks and rivers, and find a cool spot to sit down and relax and meditate. If you want to like the video, that'd be fantastic. Please drop a comment if you have one. I'd love to hear where you guys go to find peace in your life. Thank you for being here. Get out there and explore. Enjoy the day.